Blog Talk Radio.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
All right, everybody, welcome to Anonymous Radio with your host, as freaking always, HU911 Anonymous. Now, today this is the day after our last episode, which is currently up on YouTube, episode 17 and 1/2. Today I called it Anonymous Radio episode 17 part 2, bullshitting episode 2016 now. What I meant by bullshitting episode 2016, I meant by the last bullshitting episode of 2016 until our special 2016 recap special, where we will be recapping all the major events that made headlines and some small events that screwed up the internet for the worst. And there are many events on that episode that it's going to be impossible to get through the whole show. So since this is our open forum bullshit episode, our last one of 2016 until the 2017 season, which will begin either this Saturday or January 7th, the week after this Saturday, which will start our 2017 season, in which we will have new guests, more criticism on complete assholes, and tons more crazy topics. And maybe, just maybe, a new theme song. And I'm even going to make a new, I'm going to put up a new profile pic, our new logo for 2017, and a new banner. I'm going to decide on it on the 31st, but I haven't made a decision yet. I'm trying to think up what I can put up as a banner and a logo. For anyone on YouTube, contact me at HU911 Anonymous to see if you have any ideas of what I could make as a banner or logo, because I have many ideas, but I don't know what I could think of. But still, if you have anything you want to talk about, anything at all, the number is 347-855-8412. I will be taking calls, and as opposed to everything I've been sending all day, we'll be taking phone calls, except for people who I hate, and those people know who they are. But we'll be talking about whatever. Yesterday's episode, we had a special guest. We had at Brandon Young 82 from Twitter. I highly appreciated his exclusive appearance on our show. It was I completely appreciate what he has done for South Boston, what he's done for disabled children, what he's done for others, and what Brandon is doing is the good thing. I don't know if he's going to call in immediately, but I just wanted to say that very good thing about him. He's actually doing the right thing. Yeah, that's I wanted to get that out of the way. But we're going to be starting off with some stuff I couldn't think of myself. Now, recently, about within the last couple of weeks, I put some If you look up on my Twitter, I put some pictures of a mysterious military aircraft flying over the New York skyline. Apparently, it's been flying over trying to figure out escape routes for soon-to-be Donald President Trump to escape in case some crazy shit happens, like terrorists trying to assassinate him. Because I know damn good and well people are going to try to assassinate him because people hate Trump with all caps, especially because of the racism part. Yeah, I know many people are probably Trump supporters or anti-Trump supporters or anything like that, and Trump could possibly cause the next world war. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what he could cause, and practically I don't really care. I don't care what he could do, but hell, maybe he can make a badass nuclear missile better than the Russians. Excuse me, folks. Satan II missile. Satan II missile. We actually talked about the Satan II in a past episode, episode 13, which is in our files on my channel, HU9 Human HU911 Anonymous. If you, I'll be putting it up in the description on my Twitter, my handle HU911 Anonymous. I will put that up after the show. I will put it up there for you all to listen to. For any of you out there who do not know what the Satan II missile is, it's basically a missile developed by the evil Russian Empire. I know it's kind of cruel to call it that. And it's a missile that can split into 16 individual warheads. That's right, folks. 16. And it can, blow up a huge area. It's like a big, fat-ass nuclear payload that's spread far and wide. And it has literally the ability to destroy the U.S. from the East Coast to the West Coast. It could destroy. It's basically inescapable. It's basically impossible to run away from it. And the fucking Russians have this shit. I mean, hell, we don't know. America, it's different there than here because us in America, we don't know what we fucking have. We don't know what we have because guess what, everybody? We're not allowed to know. We are not allowed to know. I mean, on a episode of Sidetrack with Blue Vino on their show is Fridays at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central. They are awesome people. They have a good show. They have an excellent show. I recommend also watching their show. They do great work. Very good work indeed. And we talked about them, and that it's basically crazy. It's not good to have a weapon like that. I mean, because we don't know what we have. I mean, hell, we never knew about the SR-71 Blackbird till 30 years after its use. For people who aren't recognized with the SR-71 Blackbird, it's the stealth aircraft recon plane that's in Black Ops, the original, or Black Ops 2. I don't know. I think it's in Black Ops 2. You know, that recon plane that can't get shot down. That's what I'm referring to, folks. It's the recon plane that cannot get shot down. I mean, the SR-71, it's a crazy thing. It's been decommissioned. It's out of service now. It ended its. Oh, we have our caller. I know who this is. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? I was talking. I was talking about a crazy ass Russian nuclear missile. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is you want to know? Yeah. It's called the Satan II. It's a crazy nuclear missile that the Russians made, and it can it can literally split into 16 individual warheads, nuclear warheads.
Whoa.
I shit you not. 16 individual. And it's basically inescapable. It can destroy this entire country. And I'm serious, the Russians have this.
I believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different than America because we're not allowed to know what we have. We're not allowed.
Right.
Hell, we didn't know about the SR-71 Blackbird. We didn't know about the SR-71 Blackbird till 30 years after its use. Also, at the beginning of the show, I talked about you and the good stuff that you do.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
At the start of the show. At the start.
That's very cool.
Yeah, we didn't.
That.
Yeah, I'll send you the links. Yeah, we didn't know about the SR-71 Blackbird. We don't even know what we got. We don't. I mean, the SR-71 was. Yeah, the SR-71 was in service from 1968 to 1998. That's how long it was in service.
Yeah,
the
SR-71. I remember having a model of that thing in the 80s.
Yeah.
And that's when. And
yeah,
I remember, somebody told me like when the stealth bomber. That big stealth bomber.
Yeah,
it's
actually a recon plane. It's actually a stealth recon plane. It's a recon.
Yeah.
It's recon,
but,
not a bomber. Recon.
Right. No. Yeah. That's
cool recon.
So it's kind of like a little.
That fucker can go to Mach 3.
Really?
Yeah, it can go to Mach. Yeah, it can go to Mach 3. I shit you not.
Oh my God! Wow. But yeah, I remember. I think they started using them in like I want to say the 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to know about them until the 80s. You know.
No, it was 1998 that we figured it out. That we found out, and also there's more details on the Russian nuclear missile. You want to know some more details?
Yeah.
It's basically undetectable. It's basically undetectable by radar. Undetectable, and it can go up to and it can go up to 6,000 miles. The range for that damn thing is 6,000 miles.
That's
it's like,
far.
And it releases like a big ass nuclear. It releases, it can release like a huge ass nuclear payload in one shot, and it flies at 4.5 miles per hour. Like miles, not like. I mean, miles per second. Miles per second.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it flies at 4.3 miles per second. So that thing fucker goes very fast.
Wow. That's kind of scary, but, hopefully we'll never have to see it used, because if that's ever used,
it flies.
We're not going to be having the show,
Yeah. It flies. It like goes into the air. It has MIRV technology. If you ever played Fallout, any of the Fallout series, they have a special version for the Fat Man that has that type of stuff in it. It's like,
oh really?
If you want to know what MIRV technology does, it's a special type of technology where there's like nuclear warheads, and they like separate into like mini versions of nuclear warheads.
Right. No,
and they basically can like destroy an entire area. It's like that. It's like that. Yeah. It's a big ass nuclear payload every which way but wind.
I think we have more nuclear weapons than we have like matter on the Earth, to destroy. Like that's the point of that right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, but hell, we don't. Yeah, but we don't know how many nuclear weapons we have. That's also a mystery. Well, just judging by what we even know, like you said, like with the Russian one there, the 16 and mini nukes coming off of it. Imagine what we have. Imagine what you can only assume that we could burn the world 15 times over. You know what I mean? So there's no real the nuclear to it, Yeah, and also I recently found out. Did you? I found out. Did you see on the news lately
about, did you see on the news lately about mysterious military aircraft flying over the New York skyline?
Maybe.
There were mysterious military aircraft flying over the New York skyline within about a couple of weeks. Apparently, now this is according to some news sources. I don't really trust the news, but I'm just sticking it out of my gut that apparently they were flying over. They are like flying over the New York skyline to apparently find like escape routes for Donald Trump because of him living in Trump Tower, of course.
That's
yeah.
funny. I know.
I actually have some pictures. Yeah. I can send you some pictures of that. I can send you some.
Sure, that's fine. That'd be cool. I don't think Trump had anything to do with it, but maybe. You never know. But I do.
Well, you know,
I remember.
Sorry.
1970. It's real quick. Just 1974. John Lennon was apart from Yoko.
It was 1980. It was 1980 when he got assassinated. It was 80.
No. But that's not what I'm talking about. In 1974, he's living in New York City with May Pang at one of his apartments, and he goes out on the ceiling, out on the rooftop there of his place, and he sees right on the Hudson, and he sees a UFO, and the UFO goes down.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
It's video of him describing it. And he says the UFO went down the Hudson River, and he said it took a right at the United Nations. He laughs when he says it, but it's true. And then it took off, but it was just there, and he ended up drawing it and stuff. It was really cool.
Wow.
He saw actually 2 UFOs. That's why he says in that song, "There's UFOs over New York, and I ain't too surprised." So, very interesting. He was very on to the topic very early on, which is really kind of neat, you know. But anyway, so
you hear that,
Shinzo?
They spotted him. Sorry, go on.
No. I was just saying they spotted him again in New York. Yeah. Well, I saw one that was there's a Security Team 10 or whatever their name is. One of their videos is obviously a hoax. Like, I mean, a lot of them are. But, obviously. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But,
I actually know this crazy thing in the past. This is actually because of you remember that Fukushima nuclear power plant accident, right? Remember that?
Sure.
2011. Yeah, apparently this guy, he took radioactive sand, he put it in a drone, he flew it above the Prime Minister's office, hopefully thinking he could kill the Prime Minister with radiation poisoning. That's kind of, you got to be pretty innovative to think of something like that, right? You got to be pretty creative.
Yeah.
That's kind of creative right there. To think of trying to silently kill someone with cancer.
Right. Or, I mean, cancer takes a while, but, like, imagine.
It does.
Concentrated electricity,
or
alpha wave, or a hard wave.
It was radioactive sand.
Right.
It was radioactive sand.
Right, I know, and that takes a long time to kill somebody.
With cesium-137. I think it had cesium-137 in it. Yeah, it had that shit. Still, that's a creative way to kill someone. That's very, very creative.
Right.
He got busted anyways, but even though the dude got busted, he did figure out a creative way to try to kill a guy. You gotta be pretty creative. Yeah, did you hear that Shinzo Abe went to Pearl Harbor? Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, he went to Pearl Harbor, but he did not apologize for what the Japanese did on December 7th, 1941.
Right.
Doesn't it seem weird that December 7th and June 7th, and it's like 54 years after my birthday, 54 years and 6 months? It sounds weird. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He did not apologize for what they did, and even though Obama did not apologize for what the Americans did for bombing Hiroshima.
Yeah,
do you think Do you think Obama should have apologized for what they did, for what America did?
That's 100%. Yeah. And I think there's
they should have
still on
apologized
the
entirely.
Yeah.
I mean, it was practically unjustified to do that type of thing. It was not justified to kill innocent lives.
No, it was not. It was the worst atrocity.
It was not justified. It was unjustified in all ways human. Yeah.
Well, not just the first one.
Nuclear weapons.
Second. Yeah. Two, I can see that. Okay.
Yeah.
They wanted to use one. The second one, it was dropped for reasons.
They actually had a bunch of them. They had a bunch of them prepped and ready to go. They had a bunch of them.
Sure. Yeah. I've read all of
you want to know what's one of their... Yeah, me too. You want to know one of their original targets? One of the originals? Kyoto.
Really?
That was one of their original targets. That was one of the originals. And how they very... Yeah, the reason they switched was because of cultural heritage. That was the reason.
Okay. So they didn't want to destroy the
cultural heritage because there was so much cultural sites there are so many cultural sites that are designated UNESCO World Heritage sites.
Right.
A majority.
Wow.
A majority of stuff there is. Yeah, a ton of stuff there is like designated World Heritage sites. And they've even firebombed Tokyo. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
It's very true.
Like Robert McNamara was behind. He's the one that came up with that. He was responsible for the fire, but not so many people know about the firebombing of Tokyo that happened afterwards, which were 1,000. There were 1,000 planes.
There was 100,000 people who died.
Yeah, but it was actually 1,000. McNamara wanted it just obliterated. Like, I mean, he was a real war gun. Curtis LeMay too. Who, those type of people, very sick and twisted people.
Didn't Robert McNamara work with JFK before he got assassinated?
He did. That's right. He absolutely did.
Robert McNamara. Yeah.
There's a great documentary.
Also, there was actually a documentary that actually showed that it was on. There's this network called NHK World. There's this network called NHK World. It's an OTA thing / app. They actually had a documentary called The Pacific War in Color, and it showed that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
including the nuclear. Yeah, and it even included the atomic bombs. Mushroom cloud included.
Yeah, wow. I remember
reading
the book Hiroshima when I was in grade school, and it was
No. I mean entirely filmed. I mean filmed in color. By military.
I get something different. Yeah. No, I've seen the footage. It's pretty amazing.
And it's
pretty
fucked up.
Terrifying.
And it's pretty horrible.
Well, and Oppenheimer, the guy that the scientist at the Manhattan Project knew what they were doing. That's why he said, "I have become Shiva, the god of destroyer, this destroyer of worlds." And I know Germany tried to make one too. I know Germany had a nuclear weapons program too. Die Glocke. Yeah, they call it.
And we kidnapped a bunch of their scientists. America kidnapped some of their scientists.
Yep.
Isn't that true? They kidnapped them?
Yeah, absolutely. It's called Project Paperclip.
Yeah.
Some of them went to Russia. Some of them went to the United States. A lot of them went to Latin America, where they created their own little German villages hidden in the Patagonian range of the mountains down there. And under Pinochet, and that's why all those dictatorial regimes were under Operation Condor, which we supported. The United States supported, by the way. They took their look.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you've never heard of that?
No, I haven't. I haven't heard at all. They never taught us that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and especially with those, remember those spies? What were their names again? They got executed. The Rosenbergs, the Rosenbergs.
Okay.
The Rosenbergs, who were spies for Russia. Remember that?
No,
The Rosenbergs, yeah, they got executed. Yeah, they gave the secrets. They gave the nuclear secrets to Russia.
Okay. Yeah, there were a few of those. I know there was Sacco and then Zeddy here in Boston, which was a major trial.
Damn.
But that was before Sacco and then Zeddy. They were hung or something like that. And it was an unfair trial. They were just looking to blame communists and things like that. Yeah, so there's a lot of history that they don't teach you.
Yeah, there were probably so many unfair trials back then. It's sort of like today where they have like unfair trials because the majority of unfair trials are like due to corruption, right?
Yeah, and
they all get paid. They all get paid. The jury gets paid just to give like a not guilty verdict. They probably get bribed, maybe.
Well,
maybe
a lot. That's intimidation, or like one of the jury members walking out,
like the mob, kind of like the mob.
Exactly. And that,
like the mob.
I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact because you can look up.
Seriously?
I'm proud of it.
When was that?
Was a hitman for the mob, so I'm not gonna really get into
Damn.
it.
Wow.
Like a lot of people.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. Yeah, he was pretty bad. But everybody knows him. But I learned a lot of this. So it's true.
Woo, that's nuts. Yeah, and plus, even so, I bet even with all these crazy things about police and all that stuff, cops are getting away with everything.
I know it. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you cannot convict a single cop. I bet that what was his name? Jason Van Dyke, the guy, you know about the Con McDonald case, right? Yeah, I bet a good percentage that he might get off scot-free. What do you think?
Probably, yeah. Well, I haven't heard the case, but it sounds like it.
Yeah. Yeah, if he's found guilty, he can face life in prison with no possibility of parole.
And this is a cop?
Yeah, it's a cop that shot the kid 16 times, and there was actually some pretty crazy things. There was actually some pretty crazy things. You know the dash. Let me continue. You know the dash cam.
Yeah, good. Yep.
No. Do you know the dash cams that are usually inside cars that record audio and video?
Yes.
Yeah. Apparently the audio stuff was like tampered with. So there was video. Yeah, the audio was completely tampered with, and people were like protesting for Rahm Emanuel to step down, and so was Anita Alvarez, the Cook County State's Attorney, before the new Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
wow.
They wanted them both to step down because the people believe that it was a cover-up to secure Rahm Emanuel's re-election bid. People actually believe that, and I kind of agree with them. Yeah. People think it's what they did. Yeah, we didn't find out till like earlier this year, and people think it's a cover-up to help secure Rahm Emanuel's re-election bid.
How would it help him How would that help him, though? I don't understand. Suppress the facts.
Right. Suppress the facts.
So
keep them quiet.
Like, all right. Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right. Interesting.
Yeah, you get what I'm meaning, right? What do I mean? They wanted to keep it quiet.
Him and quiet. Yeah. Hush it up. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, hush money, maybe. They was. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that they wanted to suppress that until now. And people are like really angry. They were like protesting everywhere. They were like protesting wanting for the mayor and Anita Alvarez to step down. And plus, here's a little crazy thing. Gary McCarthy, the former CPD superintendent, got fired by Rahm Emanuel as a result of this thing going haywire.
Oh, okay. So he must have been the
fall guy. Yeah, no. He was the CPD superintendent at the time of the O'Con McDonald case. Now, the O'Con McDonald case was in 2014. It was in 2014. It was October 2014, 1 month before Ferguson riot number 2.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. But you want to speak your mind about it?
I think, if we look at the historical record of young black men getting shot multiple times by police officers, doesn't bode well for the police officer. And usually there's a lot of tampering of evidence. Usually they'll let go off of, backhand shake deals and things like that, are given a very light sentence. However, what's been happening recently, since everybody basically has a camera in their pocket or a video recorder, when the police come around,
definitely.
But the police hate being video recorded. They absolutely hate being video recorded. In Boston, they
kind of like Baton Rouge, for example, right? Kind of like Baton Rouge when the cops confiscated that iPhone, confiscated that camera from the gas station.
Like right, kind of like listen, they were going to have cameras on their. They were going to have. Boston was going to have cameras on their badges, and so that they would have to be completely transparent, and which I think they should be in some cases. I kind of agree with you. You know what I mean?
And also the. Also the O'Con McDonald case. That wasn't just the video camera that was tampered. There was also police reports that were tampered too.
So the paperwork, interesting.
Yeah, they were also tampered.
It happens.
So a bunch of other cops got in trouble too. A bunch of other cops.
Right, lower level people.
Yeah.
I think it's very interesting.
It's kind of crazy.
This happens at probably in a city every single day. But
it happens all the time. Yeah, I mean, originally that day, I'm going to tell you something. The night that I found out that Darren Wilson was not guilty, I felt like punching out a window.
Yep.
I felt like punching out a damn window because I was so pissed off.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, there was enough evidence to take the dude down. So that was enough. And I mean, it's crazy that night. Yeah, I have it recorded. But now we're going to go beyond this cop part and go wherever we want to go from here on out. Like crazy technology and all that stuff. No. Now, what were you going to continue on about the boombox thing in L.A. yesterday about gunshots and shit?
Remind me. I don't remember that. The boombox was
Halo. About the Halo thing with the theater type stuff, and there was like tons of gunshots, and they had a theater grade thing.
Yeah. Well, I was in L.A. and this guy next door. All I could hear was like these gunshots and these like video game noises from this giant like industrial warehouse that was in downtown LA. And I had to go and look and see what was
industrial
in
there.
Warehouse. Basically, it was a theater. It was like a theater. It was a huge theater screen, movie screen, just like a movie screen, like those that you go to. And it had this group of people. They were just playing a video game in a movie theater, basically. And it was crazy. It was insane. And it was just it had these surround sound. It was just amazing. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Did the warehouse kind of look like the warehouse that was torched in Oakland?
I don't know.
Did it sort of look like that? Yeah, the Oakland one. The Oakland one.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. the result of the fire in Oakland, faulty wiring. You want to know what? Because they used extension cords. They used extension cords for the wiring.
No way. That's so Oakland.
Yes way. Yes way. Yes. Yeah, 36 people died. 36.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
Some people actually lived. Some people actually survived.
Oh, a bunch of them. Yeah, a lot of them are here in Boston trying to.
Yeah, which is actually the good news. Actually, that's actually the good news.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's kind of crazy about all that type of stuff. I mean, all that. There was construction there that was not even authorized by the city of Oakland, California.
Right.
There was stuff that wasn't even authorized. I mean, serious. Yeah, no authorized stuff. So what kind of stuff, what do they do in Boston when you don't have any authorized permits to, like, build shit? What happens there?
Wow. Easy.
What do they do?
You get kicked off. I mean, unless you've been, the law is there's adverse possession and all that stuff, but it's very strict in Boston. So the people who come from Oakland are having a hard time. Yeah, they're really having a hard time understanding the zoning laws and the permit laws and all this that goes with, owning an art space and living in an art space and buildings and permits. And so, and California has a very lax sort of system, and that's why they were able to live there.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And
relax, just like buying weed. Relax like buying weed.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Nevada. You can actually buy recreational marijuana in Nevada now.
Oh,
you can.
It's about time.
Good thing Bo can't buy weed because we have to worry about Bo-Hotchkiss disease. Did we ever tell you what Bo-Hotchkiss disease is? Did we ever tell you?
No.
Bo-Hotchkiss disease is when you take one hit of marijuana and you pass out for 14 hours straight, and you can't be woken up. You can't be woken up by anything, nothing.
Wow.
And apparently, Bo has a resistance to certain chemicals, and and it doesn't work well for him, and he passes out until it leaves his system. That's what he's told us yesterday's episode. He really? Passes all the way out for 14 straight hours.
I've never.
So we called it Bo-Hotchkiss disease after him. We called it right after him.
That's
and
good. Yeah.
Bo thinks. Yeah, Bo thinks we should try to get a government grant to try to figure out a cure for Bo-Hotchkiss disease. He thinks.
That's a good idea.
We keep saying that
I think Bo should do that, yeah.
Yeah, we need a government grant to study Bo-Hotchkiss disease. That's what Scott said once. Yeah. And have you ever heard of marijuana gummies?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, they actually...
And tried them,
yeah. And they're not fun. Some kids up north where I live, high school, they were caught. They ate some marijuana gummies and they got sent to emergency room land.
Oh yeah, you can go way deep. Yeah, that's the problem that happened to me. Yeah, it's a long story, but
because
I was basically stoned.
They're concentrated as fuck.
I was crying.
They're concentrated.
It was horrible.
Right?
No, it doesn't help me concentrate at all.
Are they because the marijuana gummies are concentrated?
Oh, gotcha. Right. No, it wasn't these crazy gummies that they're doing now, but it was basically like a little Klondike bar thing. It was a Klondike bar thing.
Wow.
My girlfriend's friends, her best friends.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Yeah, they owned a dispensary. So we got to go after hours. They opened up for us, and we could get whatever we wanted and grab whatever we wanted.
I want candy.
So,
I want candy. Give me the candy.
And I tried it. But I ate the whole thing, and
it wasn't
the guy was
fun.
like, well, the guy said, he's like, did you know, like, he said, be very careful of that one. I'm like, why? He's like, because it's 64 doses, you know, in one thing.
What?
So
64 doses in one bag? Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me on that?
I'm not even joking. And now those, like, gummy bears
64!
Well, those gummy bears are something like 100.
I cannot believe
for
it.
a gummy bear, yeah. So it's all about how crazy.
Crazy.
And I'm telling you, it was unbelievable. And
nuts.
For 3 days, and then I had to drive from L.A. down to Beverly Hills. I picked up a girl in Beverly Hills and brought her to San Francisco in a 1982 Mercedes-Benz. Yeah, and she turned into like a reptilian and stuff, and I was like, I thought she stole my money, and I thought it was like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, kind of. It was crazy. Oh, dude, it was nuts.
Hey, I'm gonna send you that. Remember when I told you in DM about that video? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you it. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on YouTube and unlisted. I'm gonna send you the link to it.
All right, cool. Yeah, I want to listen to it.
Yeah. It's I did some major editing. I edited out the songs, but it's crazy. I cannot believe that Marijuana Gummies did that shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, a dry one.
You know, I kind of miss that they don't have like. You know, I kind of miss that they don't have like Skype share anymore. That you can't like call in via Skype. They stopped doing that like in. Yeah, they stopped doing it like in June because the BTR and Skype couldn't get along. Yesterday, I was actually saying, they couldn't get along straight, and I was calling in. I usually called into the show, to Bo's show via my Skype vapor trail. That's what I did usually.
Well, it's easy. I would have called.
You probably got Skype, right? You probably do, but only phone, Mister. Yeah, I can send you my Skype if you want after the show.
Yeah. Mine is based on my name. My Skype name is my Twitter handle, so that's easy. So there you go. Just find me. Yeah,
it's practically an easy thing. It's pretty. I mean, that's crazy that we made you do that. I mean,
what's that?
Wow.
Oh, you mean that thing?
It's kind of like it's sort of like you were drunk. Have you ever heard of EDC?
Well, no, I've been really.
The Electric Daisy Carnival. Basically, it's where all the rich yuppie kids get arrested for doing drugs. They have it at the Las Vegas Speedway. They have it at the Las Vegas Speedway, and you can't. And it's kind of, Bo says, when Bo was living there, it's kind of like getting drunk outside of a bar before you go into the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, and you get arrested. Yeah, you can't bring drugs inside, and you get arrested. So basically, you get arrested both ways. Yeah, you get arrested both ways anyways.
Great. Yeah.
You just get sent to Vegas. You just get sent directly to the Clark County Jail. You just get sent right to Clark County Jail. Right there.
Yeah,
from EDC.
Well, the funny thing is because Vegas, like, everything's legal in Vegas except that, you know, it's a silly thing. Like prostitution, no problem. Gambling, no problem. You know what I mean? But you don't smoke any pot, you know, God forbid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was because the reason they barred drugs was because of ecstasy and methamphetamine killing a guy in 2011. That was the reason.
Those are bad. Things like the bag dolls.
Those are like and Scott says.
Those are crazy.
Yeah, Scott says me and Bo should go to Vegas. They got books there. You could gamble and have some fun, and big ass widescreen TVs. and big ass TVs. But Scott doesn't have a computer or a cell phone. Scott don't have no computer or cell phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.